Alright guys, it's Matt from Prime. So for this week's video, I thought we'd have a look at a few bits that we picked up in Japan last year. Obviously we only got back about a week and a half ago, so still going through all of the footage and the pictures and everything that we took, and we're still waiting on a lot of the stock to come in. So I thought what better idea than to have a look at a few cool bits that we bought back last year that, to be fair, a lot of people just don't know when we're doing these videos, have we? So better time than now. So a few bits we're going to show you this one, to be fair. So the Tict Minamilism Instanet. We'll have a look at that one in depth in a second. We've got some really nice Prox Hook Keeps, and then keeping on to the Hook Keeps, and a slightly more quirky one is the G-nius SHK Wired. So let's get into them. Okay, so first up is going to be the Tict Minamilism Instanet. Pop this one out of the packet just to show everyone kind of what it's all about. So it packs up lovely, small, compact, lovely and light as well. It's really hard to convey that over on a video, but this genuinely is, for what it is, ridiculously light. You've got a couple of mounting options. So you've got a strap there for your belt buckle waist, however you want to do it. And you've also got a small little egg style carabiner there for just kind of clipping onto your bag or onto your belt buckle, etc. So there's two ways to do this really. I mean, this is the ultra compact, if you like, so really tiny and dinky. This is elasticated off the top, so you could just lift that over the top, or you could just pop the popper to release the net, bring the net out. So if you did it this way, the net comes up inverted, if you like. Basically just roll that round and that pops out. There's your net, really rock and roll. So where this really comes into itself, obviously this is teeny tiny, and it will extend up to 2.4 meters. Hell of a net, hell of a reach, lovely and light, perfect for the LRF boys. Dare I say, I mean, even if you're really dotting down on your fresh water, just a bit of a get out of jail free card. You know, if you do hook a half sensible fish, wrasse, flatties, stuff like that. Again, packs up all lovely, nice and neat. And the other one, if you're not into kind of flipping the net and everything else, or you don't feel you'd have enough hands free for that whilst you're playing a fish, you can just quite literally just twist the top, bring it back in on itself, and then stash it up as it sits, clip it back in, and then just be a little bit longer. Okay, so the next couple of items we're going to show you essentially are just hook keeps, but as we all know, you know, you've got a hook keep and then you've got a hook keep. So the first one I'm going to show you is a really universal bit of kit that, again, we saw in one of the booths when we were out at the wholesalers last year. And I'm really surprised more people haven't kind of jumped in on these. I've got a couple on both of my lighter rods that I use a lot of the time, and it's ridiculous how much it actually makes life a dot easier, especially if you're moving around. So these are the G-nius SHK Wired. Can't really see it in the packet, but that's absolutely fine because I've got one out and on a rod set up ready to show you. So this is a hook keep slash kind of drop shot keep. And as I say, multifunction, everything kind of clips into this, but where it really comes into its own is with your drop shot leads. So, as I'm sure everyone that's drop shotted before, when you're moving, when you're drop shotting, is a pain in the ass. You end up clipping your drop shot hook into the hook keep or whatever you've got, your eye or whatever. As you walk down the river, beach, whatever, scramble a few rocks. By the time you get there, that drop shot lead is either wrapped around the braid next to the reel, or it's wrapped around the blank, and it is just an absolute pig. Absolute SHIT to untangle. Braid, when it's wrapped round, is an absolute nightmare. So this really does pay for itself. So you mount it onto the side of the reel. As you can see, it's just a little reverse style clip, and the idea is, I mean, obviously you can use this as a hook hold and everything else, but the idea is hit the ceiling. So idea of this one, it's not in the way, sits there in between your hand, no problem at all, fishing the whole time. Essentially finished up, you want to move over to another spot, just grab your drop shot. All you do is you just place the line into that little clip, and then as you tighten up, bingo, job done. I mean, how simple is that? It is absolutely ridiculous for a teeny tiny bit of wire. Just what a quality of life bit of kit. Doesn't come out, it's not going to move. It's absolutely spot on. Okay, so the second hook keep that I wanted to show you guys today is the Prox. So Prox have basically done a universal cable tie style hook keep with a little rod protection sleeve, I guess, that sits underneath. Now there are a lot of guys making some very high-end rods out there that don't have a hook keep. It's always the way, you know, you're out, you're fishing, you're wading, everything else. Are we going to disconnect that, or are we just going to stick it on the eye of the rod or around the handle or the reel seat or something else where it is possibly going to do any damage? So for those kind of situations, you've got rod without hook keep. These are absolutely spot on. So you get, was it 5 in a pack, $3.99. We're going to rig one up on a rod here just to show you how simple and easy it is. So obviously it comes with the little protection strip for your rod, and then essentially your glorified cable tie. But the idea is that that then sits inside the plastic there. As it folds around your rod, that would then protect it, stop any scratching and everything else from the hard plastic on the side. So when you want to do one of these, essentially get your little bit of protector out, run it around 2/3 of the rod. Let's see if you can see. Of course not, because my fingers are fat and in the way. Cut to your desired length. Already done one, Blue Peter style. And then essentially run that cable tie in between. It says, it's hard doing these things on camera. So feeding that through now. And then essentially just make sure that it's all seated correctly as it should be. Manipulate it till it's where you want it to be, obviously on the bottom of the rod where the line's coming out, around a little bit more, and then just tweak it up. So once that's tweaked up, cut your tag end off. Bingo. Now have a hook keep on your rod. Now these are actually pretty darn solid. They don't move up and down, they don't slide around, and you've got a half decent kind of size gape in there as well. So, oops. Take out the shelving. It's pretty much anything's going to fit in here. You're going to be all right for your trebles. So, bass luring, that's about there. That ain't going anywhere. Keeps it out the way. Single straight jig heads again, straight through, acres of space, not going anywhere. I mean, to save yourself some guides and ceramics and everything else on a rod that doesn't have one, $3.99 just seems stupid not to do that. And the fact you get 5 in there as well, so you could do 5 rods quite comfortably. But nice, tidy, smart, doesn't damage your blank. Simple and effective, proper cool. Okay, so that's it for this week. Just a little infill until all the good stuff comes back from Japan and we can really get stuck into it. I've also got a lot of footage of the Osaka show, but I am not the most technically minded person. It is going to take me a little while to put all that together for you guys, but I will get it done. I will get it out there so everyone can see what we saw out there. So with everything that you've seen today, it is all available online and in store. If you want to come in and have a play around with the net, come in, have a go. Same as I've got a few of these bits set up. More than happy for you guys to have a play. We're still running our promotion. First 10 for 10% off on any orders on the website. I think that's going to be it for this week. But thanks for watching, and we'll be here next week with some more awesome little lure goodies. Cheers guys, take care, bye bye.